Hey everybody. Well, today we're going to take a look at this brand new set from Lego. Yes, this is a friend set. I bought a friend set. I can't believe I did. This is the first time I bought one, but I couldn't help it. This is part of their space line, and when it comes to their space stuff, I love it. And this particular vehicle here looks so cool. So this is the Space Research Rover. It's set number 42602, and it has 514 pieces. So my first go at one of these friend sets. Now, I know that there's some divide amongst Lego fans when it comes to these friend sets because these things are usually made more for girls or, geared more towards girls. And because they have girl figures and they have these mini dolls instead of the standard mini figures. But you know what? Uh, let's face it. A lot of these friend sets are pretty cool. And I think a lot of us guys are a little bit jealous about the fact that a lot of these sets are as cool as they are, and they sometimes have a lot of very specialized pieces that you can't find in other sets. So you get this fantastic looking Rover vehicle. There's a little scooter, like a space scooter type of thing here. There's an outcropping of plants, and you get these great little aliens that I think live inside of there. You get the two mini dolls. Now, don't forget, you can always change out the mini dolls for mini figures if you want to. You don't have to use um, the mini dolls that come with the set. And I think these helmets will work with the minifigures. We'll test it out when I get everything built. And there's also a little dog here, a little space dog. Now on the back here, you can see another view of this. Such a cool looking. I just love this vehicle. It's so cool looking. They got one of these neat little pieces that you can use to connect it to other space sets, like the space station and stuff like that. So it does come with that. It's interchangeable. Another fantastic thing about this is that this whole module comes off and now it turns into like a little shuttle. So it can fly around and then it just attaches back down to the wheels. The little space scooter goes up on top. That's where they store it. Here you've got them exploring some like minerals and stuff. Another view of that outcropping. And then it has another great interior. It has like interiors in here for the living quarters. And there's even like some bunk bed type of things. All right, well, I think this will be a fun set, and I definitely want to try it out just because the vehicle itself is so cool. Let's start off with the minifigures now. So we have Olivia and William over here. You can see that they have their nice little space suits. The colors are really cool with the orange and purple, which kind of goes with the whole look of the vehicle itself, which has kind of an orange and purple color scheme on it. Here's their little backpacks. Very nice looking little figures. So you can also take their little helmets off. These helmets come off. And then, thankfully, they do have alternate hair pieces. So I do like that they do provide those. We got Olivia's hair piece here. If I can get it on there. And then we'll get William's on. Grab his hair piece. Just like this. So now you can have them so that they just have their hair pieces too, which is cool. So when they're, inside the vehicle, you don't have to have these big clunky chunks of equipment around. So I wasn't really sure I liked the mini dolls all that much. And I was thinking, well, maybe I could use the astronaut figures from the lunar lander set, and just take their helmets off and then put these ones on instead. But you know what? This doesn't fit. I thought all the Friends accessories worked with the minifigures, but they don't. You can kind of see there's something that doesn't quite work on this. So yeah, the head doesn't fit in there. I was kind of shocked about that, which is kind of sad because this would have looked kind of cool, although it doesn't really go with their NASA thing. So, I guess you can use other minifigures or whatever. I don't know. Everybody's kind of a little mixed when it comes to those mini dolls. These mini doll figures. I'm not really a big fan of them either, but that is what is designed with these sets. They are designed to go with these friend sets, and they're not really that bad when you get used to them. But yeah, it's unfortunate that this helmet piece doesn't work on the regular minifigures. Now here we have Apollo. Look at how cute he is, the little dog Apollo. He's absolutely adorable. Absolutely love the face right there. Look at that. He's got a neat little helmet, a little space doggy helmet. Here's the top of his head there. There's a hole there. I'm not sure. I guess you can put some kind of accessory on there. You can see how his ears are silver. He's got a cute little body, cute little tail back here. Yeah, he's really cute. I love that they provided a little pet. So yeah, I'm glad that they have him in here. I would have to say that this little guy alone is probably, something that a lot of people are going to want to collect, because I'm guessing he's only going to be available on this set. Maybe he'll show up again on another one, but very cute. This little outcropping thing is awesome. I absolutely love it. This blue coloring that they used for everything and this purple. So you can see it's this very iridescent purple looking leaf parts. And then these blue leaves are also iridescent as well. You can almost kind of see through them. Really nice coloring that they did on it. It was fun to build all these. Now, of course, on the inside of here, we got living. These little things open up, and we got the little aliens inside. Oh man, how did the designers of these sets come up with this stuff? I just don't know. But they're super cute. You can see what they look like right here. So they got the little three-eyed characters. They almost look like maybe a jellyfish type of thing or something. They got the little flower on the top. You can take them off. They're completely and totally able to be removed. Very cute. They don't have anything on the back, but I do love that I guess they're living in these little plants. Is that where they live maybe, or just maybe they're just resting there? But it's really cool, and I love how you can just close these up. So maybe when they are sleeping at night, that's how they sleep maybe. But yeah, I love that. That is awesome. Here we have this fantastic little scooter, a little space scooter. And the figures fit perfectly on there. You can actually have their hands holding the grips on there. You can see there's like little engines or something going on right here. The little thrusters or intake or whatever. Back here we got some batteries, little battery tiles that are printed. Those are prints. Got the way the figure fits on there. Looks like some kind of vents or something. Those are also stickers on there. But the purple and orange color scheme kind of goes through the whole thing, but it's really neat. So you can fly around on these things, it's kind of reminds me of the Jetsons a little bit. And I think of that sound effect from the Jetsons that their car made when I see this, but very cool. I love that little accessory. Okay, now let's take a look at the vehicle itself. Oh man, I love this thing. The design of this is just so cool. I think just about everybody that I've talked to that has seen this thing fell in love with just the overall design of it. It's just so cool looking. I don't know what it is about it. It's just the way it looks. I love the mixture of clear parts in here with, of course, the solid parts. And I'll show you some of the really neat things that this can do. And it was really well thought out. I think the whole thing was really well thought out. But you got these main windscreen pieces here in this purple kind of coloring. You've also got these other ones here. I think these are from some of the Technic car sets. You also have these. Now that's a sticker that goes on there. There's also some stickers down here. You got more of these little grills or whatever those kind of things are. And then along the side here, you got a couple of windows here, another one of the cockpit type of pieces, and another one here. It's like a clever use of it going downward. And then some more of these little things. Those are more stickers on there. These wheels are really cool. I've never seen these before. They have this kind of a thing going on back here. I've never seen these. I'm sure they've been in other sets. I've just never seen them. But instead of using the front part of it, they actually end up using the interior part, and you build these little hubs on here. So it's really neat. I also like the indication of like lights everywhere. You got lights going on up here. There's some lights up here at the top. And then you can see how that turns right there. There's some lights up here at the front, more on the side here. And then you've got these lights in the back. Now there's this little robot on the front, or I'm guessing that's what this is. It's a little robot. Let's take a look at that. So on the front here, now I'm assuming this is a robot because you can see he's got eyes. Now that's another sticker that you put on this tile. You got these little arms right here that are fully posable here, and then also at the elbow. So you can have a little claw right there. In this arm, it's got a little camera, so I'm guessing it's just taking a surveys of the landscape or maybe something on the ground or something. But I like how this is completely and fully posable like that. Very cool little feature there. Of course, like with all Lego vehicles, the wheels turn perfectly smooth. Even on a hard surface like this, they turn just fine. Now, there's no steering mechanism, but what's neat is you don't really have to have it, because see how it bends in the middle like that? So just by turning this front section, these are stuck in place, but this section here is what does the turning. You can just turn it around like that, and this is so neat. Really clever use of just being able to have a swivel back there. You can completely turn this around. So on the bottom here, see how this is all constructed? You got this little strut that goes down here, and you can see how that looks, and it just has this pivot point in there. I thought that was pretty clever. I like the way they did that. This bottom section is pretty solid, and there was 4 different instruction books to this, and you build just different parts of it. Some of it is for the outcropping, some of it was for the bottom or the top, but I love the way that this whole thing turns. It's fantastic. Let's check out the interior now. So on this front section is kind of like the cockpit. This whole part opens up. And now on the inside, you can see what's going on here. So we have a little control panel right here. There's some tiles or something going on right there. And that little T-shaped thing is where the mini doll's feet fit. So you can have somebody driving this thing. Also like how there's a hallway back there so you can get to the other section of this. There's the windows on the side. You got some kind of a readout right here. That was a sticker right there. And then over here, it looks like it might be a little communication center. You can see that she is talking to William right there, which is pretty neat. More indication of some lights going on in there too. So yeah, I like it. There's a lot of room in there. Probably 2 figures can fit. And I also like the way this whole thing just kind of closes like that. Now on the back here, we've got even more interior surfaces. So this whole little hatch right here opens up like this. Love how that flips open. Now you can see what's going on in here. This is really cool. So we have this little kind of console area right in there. It's kind of like well, it looks like they're charging a battery possibly, and then there's some kind of a readout. Maybe that's a grill for cooking. I'm not really sure. And then on this side, this is kind of like more of a lab. So we have this nice little screen right there, and you can see the creatures inside their plant. They're observing them in their natural habitat, I'm guessing. There's a little bit of a readout here on the side. I love this. There is a little specimen in there. See that little specimen underneath the magnifying glass? So it looks like they're observing something there. It's a tile. It's printed, and that magnifying glass actually does work. It will actually magnify, and then you can see the keyboard. Now this is really neat too. This part here on the front, that's a little spot for Apollo, the cute little dog. You got his little food dish right here. You got the little water. He can sleep up there. That is so neat that they made that little spot just for Apollo. I think that's fantastic. Now, in case you're wondering where they sleep, and this is the part that I really love, is that there's these little hide-a-beds in here. What you do is you fold these consoles down like this. And hidden behind those are these beds. This is so cool. This is an absolutely ingenious design. Look at that. Whoever came up with the design of this, that is so clever. And the figures will actually lay on here too. You can lay them in there. Probably made better for little kids' hands than what I can do here. But there they are. You can sleep. They can sleep right there. That is ingenious. I thought that was really cool. Very clever use of the space, I can tell you, because sometimes, things are pretty cramped in there. And so there's just a little kind of hinge thing that you build in there on both sides of each side of the bed. And then once they're flipped out of the way, you can't even tell they're there, and you got your workspace again. That was absolutely ingenious. Another excellent thing about this set is the playability of it, how they've incorporated so much playability in it. So, of course, you can drive it around like this, like I showed you. But this whole module here comes completely off. You can take this whole thing off. It's held on by a peg right here. And now you can just fly this around like a shuttle. It's like a little space shuttle. You can fly it around, swoosh it around. It's so neat. It's all just one big solid thing. So you don't have to be land bound. You can fly around. I think that's so cool. I love that they did that. And then another thing here is you got that docking piece in there I was mentioning earlier. This can come off just like that. And now you can take these apart and you can see inside there better. But what's cool is that you can now connect this piece to other pieces, or you can connect this piece depending on which way you have this. In fact, I think, well, no, actually this stays connected to this one. So you can connect this module to other space modules. So for instance, this set here, now I did a video review of this, really awesome vehicle. The space sets that Lego's been coming out with lately have just been knocking it out of the park. So here's that module, and then we can take this module that's in this set and pop this up right here. All right, and then this module, you'll notice it has these little docking ports on both sides, and you can actually connect these. You can connect these together like this. If I can get it in there. Easier said than done. There we go. And now look at that. Now you've created a completely different type of vehicle. Maybe this can fly around. Well, of course it's open back here, but you know, it's like, you know, they're completely able to go together with other sets. And I think that is such an ingenious thing. So it's not, you're not just limited to what you have here. And of course it's a great marketing thing too, because now they can sell more of these sets to go along with other sets. But it's very clever, you know, and all you got to have is these little connector pins here, and then this thing goes right back in here again. This set, by the way, I absolutely love it. Like I said, I did a video review. You can check it out, but it's one of my favorite space sets. But yep, ingenious uses of the parts. So there you have it, the Lego Friends Space Research Rover. Oh, I love this set. I absolutely love it. This is my first go at a Friends set. Not sure I'll be buying a whole lot of these, but this particular one just really just got my attention because the space vehicle, anything to do with space, I absolutely love. The unique look of this vehicle is absolutely amazing. By the way, I forgot to mention that you can store the little space vehicle up here at the top. You just click this on here. And so that's where you can stow this, so that if you're traveling around, of course you're not going to be riding it up there, but you can collapse the little handlebars down there, and then that's where you can store this when they're driving around. So I think that's kind of another clever use of that whole area there. But yeah, this is great. This is a great set. You get a lot here for $50. It's a $50 set. Some people would probably say it should be about 40 or 45, but I don't know. I think it's not bad for what you get. There's a lot here. This thing is pretty substantial. You know, it's got a little bit of weight to it. I'm kind of surprised with the weight of it. And I just love every bit of it. I love the way it turns. I love the way it rolls. I love all that interior space and the fact that you can turn this into a space pod and fly it around. And then you got the little space scooter and this fantastic outcropping with these aliens. Everything here is just great. And of course, little Apollo. Who doesn't want little Apollo? So yeah, great set. Great thing here. I really love it. I think it's worth $50. I really do. And it's a neat little set. And you don't have to be, you know, this isn't necessarily geared towards girls like most friend sets are. This is a set that I think will appeal to both guys and girls, adults and kids. You know, it doesn't matter. Why should we ever grow up, right? Let's be a kid all of our life. It's so much more fun. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the review. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I very much appreciate it. And until the next time, I'll see you on the next video. So thank you again for watching, and have a good one.